It's not illegal.
Being
It's not
constantly,
legal.
No, it's not illegal. So
being,
it's not illegal.
It also
being
doesn't warrant
constantly oppressed
execution.
creates
You know
that
what I'm saying?
mindset.
Right. This is
I understand that.
So, like,
But I'm saying you already taking it to another level.
You're
It's not necessary. You might be at another level. but you might-
Hold on, what situation we talking
Wait,
about?
wait,
Because
wait.
Paul just said
No,
that
it's not
doesn't
general.
warrant execution, which I totally agree with. Now, Corey Gaines, she wasn't executed that day, but what happened in that specific situation is that she basically escalated the situation that necessarily didn't have to be
You
executed.
talking about in the precinct? Who's this?
Nah,
person?
Corey
Tell the
Gaines,
story real quick,
she was
you
a
don't know.
male. Basically,
Yes,
it was a young black
Baltimore County.
She was driving with her, I think with her son or her
Right.
two sons.
Okay.
She had no plate, she had
I
no
think I read
license,
that.
she had no registration, she was in total dead wrong. The cop was trying to work with her, he was just like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, you in the dead wrong, I'll give you this ticket,
Right.
this, that, and the third. Then they said they had to tow the vehicle. She said, you could leave and we'll give you back the vehicle tomorrow, you just have to pay a small fee. If you stay in the vehicle when my sergeant arrives, I have to arrest you. You have to spend in jail. Then she went on Facebook talking all this shit, talking about the police is oppressing her. When that was totally uncalled for.
Did
Now,
you see the story? Did you see that?
I see
a whole 30 minutes.
It was all-
She
it was
put
all-
on-
she put it all on
she
Facebook.
put
It was
on-
all- it
she
was
in a
all
total-
publicized,
And then
yeah.
on top of that, what happened was with
When
that
they came and
is
said
that-
the warrant, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they came to save her a woman and she ended up dying. And then you heard on Twitter, black men don't have black women's back. When it's not, that wasn't the case. She was in a total.
Yeah, had a gun pointing at the door.
Right now, bruh.
I will say this, that are many times when we are unnecessarily confrontational and combative, and we have to learn to be a little bit more humble. And I know some rich cats that no matter what you say to them cats is ignoring it, they ain't dealing with it, and if they think you're that serious, they either put their lawyers on you or they put their bodyguards on you. They're not going to sit there unless there's some rap star and get into some big debate with you and argument in public.
No, like
They're
those
going
are
to be like,
rich
you got it,
people. We're talking
homie.
about every day you and I dealing with
Everyday people who pay bills and
He's
take
pointing at
fucking
you.
36% of their fucking taxes.
We do not know how to deal with a lot of
No, we
issues.
don't.
No, but
Maybe everybody doesn't know the people that I know.
Right.
I know stories of oppression. Even with
Corey Gaines.
Corey Gaines. I know mothers who, like, for some reason, everything just keep going wrong, yo.
Yeah.
Like, it don't even matter. You try hard, yo. You trying to get your
mindset,
kid to school.
Yeah.
You can't even get your kid to school. You don't even know. You
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah.
And that's the problem with the society and certain, no offense, certain black people, because they put themselves above. You don't understand some of the shit that black people go through. I'm talking about
On a
black people,
on a
not
day-to-day.
Caribbean descent, not black
black.
people.
If you check black,
you really don't
the
get
weight
it.
of
So
constant
on any
oppression
given
weighing you
day,
down.
we just be
Absolutely.
I
Constantly.
hear the stories. I'm
Yeah.
talking about rape, molestation,
Yeah.
HIV, AIDS,
Yeah.
all this type of shit that niggas is going through on an everyday basis.
Yes.
It weighs
So many of us
you down.
black people
Purposely so.
you can't even taste that kind of fucking oppression. You can't even
Yeah.
taste it. I can't even
She's right.
imagine. I got
True.
my mother. My mother take good care of me. I live in my mother's house. I got my sister. I mean, I'm good.
Right.
This shit I could complain about, for real. But at the end of the day, there's so much shit that black people go through that y'all don't even have no idea. So if that's how they want to handle the situation, fuck, let them handle the situation like that, because they tired.
Right.
We're
Yeah.
tired.
Yeah.
You may
Being
not like
oppressed
it, but-
it's real.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
What
you
I'm
don't
saying is,
have
who's to blame if shit gets escalated?
It creates a confrontational,
Listen.
do or die mindset.
Law enforcement should be educated enough to understand what happens
Correct.
to oppressed people.
That's what happens.
Period,
Correct.
point
Good
blank.
point.
When you come at somebody
Good
like this who's
point.
been oppressed, and you fucking know because you're in these communities,
Good
you
point.
see what's happening, you being called to these households, you see the kind of lifestyle these people have,
Yeah.
and yet you come and you trying to be aggressive. That's just fucked up. And you
What you just said, you're trying to be aggressive.
Yeah,
This is not what we were
that's-
talking about.
that's
She's talking about-
situation.
Wait,
I
we
was
I said just
talking
from the cop being pulled over. It's some cop.
The cop trying to be
The cop.
aggressive.
She's not
The
talking
cop
about
trying to
the
be
person.
aggressive
The
with
cop.
this person
A lot.
who's already under so much.
We not talking. That's what I'm saying. We're talking about the cop not being aggressive. You just get pulled over,
Listen,
and then you come to
a cop being aggressive or a cop not being
Okay.
aggressive. At the end of the day, it's about education. And back to what Paul was just saying, even if I decide to be aggressive and you're not aggressive, you should be educated enough
Right.
to understand where the fuck I'm coming
The
from.
mindset.
That is your job.
Right.
Because it's about what? Protecting the people. So in order for you to protect the people, you need to understand who the people are.
And they have no idea who we
You
are.
should not be able to shoot me on any given occasion, no matter how I act.
Fair enough. And
You feel me?
I think that's a very valid point. But I mean, you can make that argument pretty much for everything very conveniently. For instance,
No, you cannot. How dare you say I can make that argument very
I'll
conveniently?
tell you right now, I'm a public servant myself. I work for the city of New York.
Okay.
I have to hand out summonses. So there's times when I'm just doing my job and someone is aggressive with me. I've gotten swung on before. Am I supposed to put myself in a situation where I understand that person, where I'm being courteous and just doing my job? I'm literally just
Don't
doing
have
my
that job.
I'm
Don't have that
I
job.
think that's straight up.
I'm
don't have that job.
literally
But you
on
can't tell him not to
I'm
be
literally
employed
on
when
the
you're
job, just trying to make
But-
sure.
so he has to understand you, he should
Let me finish
understand
my
him.
point, right? I'm literally on the job, just trying to make sure the street is safe for pedestrians. That's my job. My job is to make sure that the
I
sidewalk
hear
is
you.
safe for pedestrians.
Right.
And I work for the Department of Transportation. And there's a lot of scenarios where I'm in certain community boards where people are just wild. For instance, Community Board 5 in Queens has some of the most racist people. Community Board 10, which is Howard Beach. People come out there's houses bugging. I'm just trying to literally do my job. In most case scenarios, I'm actually helping them. If a tree uproots their sidewalk and is breaking their sidewalk and getting into their sewage and their pipes and causing $10,000 worth of damage, my job is to go there, assess the situation, make sure the tree is removed, and make sure they're compensated. They don't even understand what's going on. They're just so stressed out. They come out swinging. So I'm to blame for that when I'm being
No,
courteous.
but how do you deal with that though?
Have you been trained
I
to
mean,
deal with
Not,
that?
has he been trained? You haven't been trained.
I'll be 100%. I
How
haven't
do
been
you
trained to
deal with
deal with
that?
that.
Right.
How do you deal with it?
That's just the personality. The personality I have is I have the ability to put myself in other people's shoes and just kind of not escalate situations where it's a point where it's just like
Yeah.
if someone comes
I'm
out.
empathetic.
Not escalate situations.
No, no, no,
Why
no.
shouldn't the police be?
No,
And that type of
I'm
shit
not
too.
justifying that. I'm not justifying that. I'm saying I have the ability to see that someone's stressed the fuck out. You
It's
get what
called
I'm saying?
empathy. It's called empathy.
Like, you have that.
The way somebody comes at me.
Right.
This is the argument I'm saying. If a police officer is actually really doing his job, we're not talking about the bad ones, and there are bad ones.
We're-
There's a
right.
lot of bad ones, and there's a lot of bad ones that oppress people. I'm talking about that specific situation where the cop was trying to help her and actually trying to put her in a better situation where it will benefit her, and she still refused to do that.
Again.
Making the situation worse.
All right, I
Corey
got
James,
you.
the
You're
Corey-
saying that the situations are
I don't-
similar. They're not.
I
How
don't
many
think
times
that's
am I going to
fair.
go to your house as in your job and do whatever it is that you're doing in comparison to somebody who's being pulled over like 20 times in a year? How am I gonna respond? You don't know this is the 19th time I got pulled over. I'm tired. I want to go home. You're bothering me.
Did you see the video of Corey Gaines? Did or did you
I
not?
did see
Did you
it.
see the whole video in its totality?
Nope, and I don't.
All right, if you watch the whole video in its totality, they
Listen,
were literally
listen, it don't
trying
matter.
to give this girl a free pass.
I don't.
and she was not
Listen,
happy.
Colin, let me tell you.
also-
Let me tell you something really quickly before you
What's
finish.
she-
I'm always going to be team black. I don't give a
All
fuck.
day,
Black power,
every
black power.
I
fucking
don't care.
day.
Black power.
I don't need
And that's what
rationale.
we need. That's what
I
we're
don't
losing.
need
What do you think I
rationale.
am?
No, but the way,
I'm not saying
listen.
What do
that
you, I'm
you
the
are.
blackest person here.
No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not.
I'm the
No,
darkest
you're right.
motherfucker.
I think I'm dark.
You're trying to get all the credit. No, you're not. You're a hater. You're a hater.
Hold up.
So stop.
Wait,
You
hold
got the
up.
photos, right?
Pause.
Visibility.
Pause. Tay Diggs is also a black motherfucking, the blackest motherfucking in many scenarios, and he ain't pro-black. So that don't mean shit. What I'm saying at the end of the day
And he
is that
wears lipstick.
it don't matter what the rationale is. There will never be any rationale.
Never.
Because the black
Never.
experiences is not only one experience, it's a plethora of experiences,
Yes,
and I
it
have to
is.
be open to all of them and how they happen.
Yes.
There's so many experiences that we haven't been a part. Think about it. Think about slavery, Civil War. We only hear about 10 stories.
Reconstruction, all of
You know
that
what I'm
stuff,
saying?
all plays
I
in
hear you.
history.
I will say
That
this.
shit
I'll say this.
transcends.
I'm not discrediting that.
I give my brothers and sisters the benefit of the doubt publicly, and I do my best not to speak out against them publicly. But in the case what you saying
Right.
of Corey Gaines,
No license, no
Corey
registration,
Gaines,
no nothing.
there
She
are
couldn't even
sometimes when it is very hard for me to defend my brothers and
Did she
sisters.
deserve to
And
die?
I got
No, we never said she deserved to
Yeah,
die.
yeah.
That's not the argument.
But Trina, you're not listening.
she asked for it.
She didn't die in that same
She
video.
sat there
with a shotgun.
She sat
I know,
there with
I
her
know.
kid with an
Using
assault
her
rifle.
kid as a
She sat there with an assault
That
rifle.
stuff that led
No,
up to
that's
that.
the, there you go.
She didn't deserve to die, but she was extremely confrontational. They
Right.
gave her a lot of benefit of
This
the doubt.
goes into another issue of
It
Which
does.
is what?
police interactions with people who are dealing with mental illnesses, which she was dealing with.
True indeed.
They didn't
That's a
know.
whole nother level.
But really quick,
And not only did
really
they know
quick,
that, I don't think they care.
really quick. you guys have to, like, it kills me when people think that just because you don't feel the same way as another black person that you're not black enough. You're not you're not praising you're black enough because I have a different insight. I don't have to be angry. I don't have, just like you have the right to be angry.
I don't have to watch a Living Color. I don't have to watch a Bill Cosby show. I don't have to do nothing.
There's different degrees.
No, because niggas are talking about it.
You gotta pull your black card for everything.
Right. That doesn't make any sense. Like, I'm black.
Everybody don't gotta be Louis Farrakhan.
Right. And it's just silly to me because I think a lot of people think that if you are not a Corey Gaines and like fighting for your people,
True
if you're not thinking that every single white person is the devil, if you're not thinking that every time that you don't have a up, like you can't stand up on your own 2 feet, it's because of something else. Not just the white person, but it's always because, oh, it's because I'm black.
And I think we need
Victim mentality.
In some cases, yes, but it just kills me that sometimes when you have a different outlook, you're not black
to
enough.
clearly define what makes a person a sellout, an agent, an ultra militant, radical, pro-black person, and understand that there are a lot of people that fall in between.
Yeah.
That are pro-black and love black.
Like when it comes to black people, and I personally don't look at black people as being sellouts or not being sellouts. I think that the problem is a lot of times if we don't understand where we come from and we're not able to empathize and be able to relate, this is the reason why we can't build community. This is the reason why we can't push forward, because we're looking at that person who's like, damn, she's aggressive. I don't want her to be a part of what I'm doing because I'm not like that. I didn't grow up like that. No, that person needs to be a part of this community too, because I can't shun that person for being who they are, because in the time where we need community building, they will be useful for something the same way the bougie black person will be useful for something. Just like that black person will be useful for something. We have to all be able to relate to each one and understand where they're coming from and not shun them for being who they are when this is how they were raised and this is what they
But that's why it's important to not ostracize someone and say things like, I'm all the way black. You guys are saying things that a lot of people say. So when I'm saying this, is not just you too, it's in general. So what I'm saying is, when the bougie black ostracize the people that they can't relate to, what do you think the people that are going through these problems think about the bougie black? You know what I mean? So it's coming from both sides. So they're thinking that you're not black enough because you aren't preaching this 24/7. Your whole IG feed isn't about black, or you could, you know what I mean?
Like when somebody laughs about Beyonce, it's like, you ain't shit. You forgot about Trump. You forgot about. Like, I can't laugh.
I can't get a little bit off of the topic. Like,
Can I feel a little joy for my face?
It's a distraction. You know what I mean? The Women's March is a distraction. You know what I mean? Oh, because if you just look at something differently, your black card is being questioned.